What is going on, everyone? So today I'm going to show you how I created this YouTube navbar replica, and essentially it's a sidebar. So whenever I go, let me just show you right now. Gonna click on the hamburger menu icon, boom, it toggles out, and then when I click on it again, it closes, and then I can just do it on desktop view as well. Boom, opens up and then closes out like that. So actually, let me go onto the actual YouTube and show you what theirs looks like, and you can see how basic mine is, but you get the point. It's pretty much a sidebar menu pop out. All right, so here I am on the YouTube, the official website. So pretty much you can see here, I click it, same effect, and then let me change this to the same theme I have on here, dark theme. And again, you see that same thing here. And then I'm back on mine. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just this is like the dollar menu version, I guess you want to call this. But without further ado, let me show you how I made this. So here we are on VS Code, and the very first thing I'm going to do is create the index.html file. Next, we got the style.css. And then last but not least, we got the app.js. And if you're wondering, how did I recreate this part? Did I code this up from scratch? No, this is literally it's just a screenshot, it's just a picture. The main thing right here is this navbar part right there that we're gonna be making. And then eventually, if you want to mess around with that, feel free. But I don't think I know how to make that yet, so I'm not gonna be able to show you that. But without further ado, index.html, I got Emmet installed, so pretty much I press Shift 1, exclamation, tab it out, press tab, and boom, it automatically fills out for me. And then we can just put this like YouTube sidebar maybe. And then the first thing we're gonna do is link. So within the head tag, I'm gonna press or type in link, press tab, and then within the href, we're gonna do style.css. Hit save. And then before we do get started, I have been using fontawesome. So all these icons here. Now again, this is not, you don't have to do this, but if you do want to copy the exact look, might as well. So pretty much, if you haven't already, go to fontawesome.com. And if you have not created an account, then you have to go and create one. We used to be able to, we could just copy the CDN, but they make you create one now. And then once you log in, just go to your profile image and then scroll down to fontawesome CDN. And then you pretty much will be sent to this page. And then if I zoom it out, this is basically the CDN right here. So you just copy that, and it looks kind of like the same like style, except when I copy it, it's just a bunch more code. And then if you wanted to, you could literally look at my screen and copy that too, but that's just annoying. It probably will take too much time, but have to install that to have our icons going. So now, first thing, let's just put a test to make sure everything is working. So H1, and then I have live server installed, so basically it automatically saves and updates my page, so I don't have to go and refresh it constantly myself. And as you can see, we have test working. All right, so let me erase this. All right, so let's finally start coding. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a ID, and I'm just gonna type in navbar, and then press tab. Now within this div, I'm gonna press enter here. I'm gonna go ahead and add a link tag, so a, and then I'm gonna say dot, then menu dash bars. So I'm adding the class menu bars, and then I want to have the hashtag of show dash menu. And then for the href, you can just put like a hashtag. It doesn't really matter. We're not linking anywhere for this. And then within the a tag, I want to do so I dot FAS dot FA dash BARS bars. And this is the fontawesome icon. So I already looked these up for you. So basically, if you have everything installed, it pretty much will be set. And actually, I think I said you don't have to do it, but you kind of, actually I realized for this one, I used an actual icon for the bar. So you kind of actually have to have fontawesome to even see it. If not, you could do like the sidebar or the triple bars I had in my previous navbar tutorial, but it's gonna be too complicated, so just go with this. And then now we have, you can see here, let me shrink that, and let me actually, so you can see it much better. All right, now we got that right there. All right, so now pretty much done with this div. So under this, let's go ahead and do the nav now. So I'm just type in nav. I'm gonna say hashtag, so ID. I'm gonna say nav dash menu. Then press tab here, and then enter in this, and then I'm gonna go with UL, so unordered list, and then we're gonna have a class of nav dash menu dash items, and then I'm gonna press tab here. Now we're gonna go inside of this UL now, and I'm gonna say dots, so class, or not actually, let's do ID. So let's say nav bar dash toggle, and then press tab here, and then press enter, and then we're gonna say a tag, so a dot menu dash bars, and then we're gonna have the ID of hide menu. So this is when we do JavaScript. When we click on this one, it's gonna hide it, and you can see we had the show in the above one. And then for the href, just put hashtag, and then within this actual a tag, so press enter here, and let me command B so it looks much easier. So now you can see I'm within the a tag that's in this div, and then within the actual UL. And now we're gonna say is I dots fas dot fa dash bars dot nav dash icon. Press tab, and now we have another bars icon, and this is going to be the menu that swipes in, so pretty much the sliding menu. And then we're pretty much good for this code right here. So get out of this a tag, press enter here, and now let's do another a tag, and then I'm gonna say, yeah, we have no class for this one or ID. Just put hashtag for the href value, and within the a tag, we're gonna have an h1. I'm gonna press tab again, and then I'm gonna press I. I'm gonna have the class of .fab.fa dash YouTube, and then I'm gonna have a hashtag YouTube dash logo. So now if I save this, now we have the YouTube logo, and then within, you can't really tell it, but let's see if I can make this easier if you can read this. Right after this, right here, after this I closing tag. So let me see if I can make it wider so that it fits. All right, so now after the closing I tag, let's just type in the word YouTube, then press save, and now you can see we have it like that. So this is like the value menu style of the cheap way to do it. You could go in and take the actual logo, but I'm just doing this for simplicity's sake, so we don't have to have like an image photo and whatnot. But that gets you good enough like visual. And then we're pretty much done here. So go outside of this div, and then if you notice, I had the lines. So I go back, these lines here, little detail that YouTube had. That's basically what I used is HR, and then closing tag, and that essentially creates a line across the screen. Now I don't know what they did, but I mean, this is the easiest way I could do it. And now let's do another div. So let's do dots nav dash section, press tab, and go inside of this section now. So this is what keeps the spacing, essentially this like box. If you want, forget like the menu items printed, not even there. It's like the box. This is the way I did it. And then I'm gonna target an li now. So let's say li, and then let's do dot nav text, and then let's press tab, and then a tab again, hashtag. So now we have no classes or anything, and then ID. So not ID, my bad. Say I dot fas dot fa dash home, and then dot nav dash icon. Press tab here, and then within this, let's see, outside of the closing I tag, type in home. So now if I save this properly, we have it right here. And then now I pretty much want to copy this down. So let's do 1, 2. So I'm holding Alt or Option on the Mac, and then Shift and then the down arrow, and this copies the line down. I'm gonna do it 2 more times. And then basically I'm just gonna change this to trending. And then this one is going to be subscriptions. And then save that. And now we got it like this. And then all I have to do is change the icon classes here. So let's go to the trending line. And let me see what I put for this one. It should be fast, FA fire. So just basically erase the dash home and put fire. Now we got the fire logo. And then for the third one, we got YouTube. So that'll be YouTube, save it. And then pretty much looks like I need it to be fab. So instead of FAS, be FAB. And now we got the YouTube logo. So now outside of this nav section, you're gonna press enter, and then you're gonna do HR again with the slash and save it, and then press enter again. And then we're pretty much just gonna straight up copy this whole entire section right here. And I mean, you could completely leave this out and just keep it with the top, but like I just want to be extra and add some more stuff. And then here we can change this to library. This one can be let's see, history, and this one, subscriptions, can be watch later. Yeah, it should be like that. And then let's change, make sure it's working. Okay, and then let's change the icons this time. So let's do FA-play-circle. So FA-play-circle. Save it. Okay, change there. And then let's do FA-history. And I'm just gonna change the next one and then check it after. So FA.clock. And looks like should be FAS instead of FAB. All right, perfect. So now we pretty much have our entire nav menu here. So it does not look too pretty, but don't worry, we will add some more stuff to this. And then last but not least, let's not forget to add the script tag :src, and then just do app.js. So pretty much that's how I made it. Again, depending on your code, you could make it anyway, but that's how I did it. And now let's go to our style.css and let's get started here. So now let me actually import a Google font, because that is, if you don't, you're gonna make your YouTube, that's gonna just look really weird. So let me import that really quick. So the easiest way is simply to search Google Fonts and then click on it. And then I believe I typed in Oswald. Click on this, and basically let me spread it out so you can see it. For the 400, select that style, go to embedded, and then once you're on this embedded section, click on imports, and only copy what's in between the style tags, and it just makes life easier to do import like that. And then for the font family, go ahead and copy this. We're going to use this later, but for now, let's go ahead and do the asterisk or shift 8, and then curly braces, and let's always do the default box siding border box. Let's do margin of 0, padding 0, font. Actually, just copy in what you just copied over here. So boom, now we have this, and then actually, that's my bad. Erase that. Should be font family Arial, because I only want the YouTube to be the other font. So keep your Google font tab open. We're gonna use it eventually. For the HR, which were the lines, I want that to be background color hashtag 464646. The height, just put 1 pixel, and then border, I want it to be none. And then let's see. Let's do target the navbar now. So hashtag navbar. Let's do background dash color. Let's put hashtag 212121. Want a height, and let me shrink this so you can see. All right, so height, I want it to be 100 pixels. So now you can see the navbar is created. And then let's do or at least that part, display flex, justify content. Actually, let's do start. And then let's go ahead and align items to the center. And you can't really see it, but that basically centered now. And now under that, let's target the class of menu dash bars. And let's say margin dash left of 2 rem, font size of 2 rem, and then the color I want it to be hashtag F, and now it is white. So now you can see we have our beautiful little hamburger menu icon right there. All right, so now let's target the nav menu this time now. So hashtag nav menu, that's the ID. I want this background to be, what should put background color? It should just be the same one. So hashtag 212121 and then semicolon. And now I got that right there. Let's make a width of 250 pixels. And then let's have a height. I'm gonna have to be 100% or 100 viewport height. And then let's do display, flex, justify content center. Let's see, position. Let's make it fixed. And then let's say top 0. So now it's above. It basically like brought itself above the top. And then say left negative 100%. And then when we do this, it's gonna disappear. But that's essentially right there. So that's how we had that effect. So what we're gonna do is comment this out. So command / comment it out, because we actually need to see it in order to style it. And then transition, you won't worry about this until we add the JavaScript, but let me just put 850 milliseconds. All right, so now let's add the active class since we're here already. So hashtag nav dash menu dot active, and basically left of 0, and then transition 350 ms. So that doesn't do anything yet because we don't have any JavaScript added, but you'll see that in just a second. And then let's do nav.text, so the class nav-text, and let's say display of flex. Let's say justify content start, and then list style to be none. Oh, actually, hold on. List style to be none. And then let's do the height to be 50 pixels. And then let's do the padding to be 1 rem. Alright, so we're getting somewhere, making some progress. Now let's target the A tag now, so the actual letters. So let's do nav-text A. And then say text decoration none. So we're gonna get rid of the underline. And then say color hashtag F5. Looks much better there. Font size will be 1.2 rem. And then let's target margin left, and let's just say 1 rem. And again, rem is by default is 16 pixels. So in case you have no idea how that makes sense. And then let's target the .nav-text :hover. So when we hover over it, let's just say background color. And I'm gonna say RGBA of 144, 144, 144, 0.219. Save it. And you can't really see anything yet, but let me add the cursor, pointer. And then now watch what happens when I hover over this. We got this going on right here. Now you can see there's like the margin on the side. We're gonna add some more code to basically fix that. So now let's say .nav-menu-items. Let's set the width to 100%. Semicolon. And now you can see it's fully showing on the actual thing now without the sides being shrunk together. Let's target the nav, so .nav-icon now. And then we're gonna say padding dash right of 1 rem. And then let's say color to be hashtag 909090. So now all the icons are basically like a little faded gray. And now let's mess with the YouTube logo. So hashtag YouTube-logo. Color, I want this to be F90201. Padding dash rights to be 0.2 rem. So now we got the logo is red now, and again the actual one has like a white arrow, but this is like a transparent logo, so there's no actual like background to it. Plus I don't know how to add double colors to the same exact thing, so we're just gonna stick with that for there. And then nav, so let's do hashtag navbar dash toggle background dash color. Want this to be hashtag 212121. And then let's say width to be 100%. And then let's say height to be 100 pixels. And then display flex. And then say justify content start. And then align items to the center. All right, so now we're looking much better now. Now we just have to add some finishing touches. So now I'm gonna do is target the H1. So navbar dash toggle H1, which is the word YouTube for this. Color, let's make it hashtag FFF, which is white. And then let's do font family. All right, so this is where we have to add the Google font. So go back to Google Fonts. We just literally just type in font family. Oswald sans serif, and now we can see YouTube has changed. And then let's do hashtag navbar dash toggle A, so we can just get rid of that little underline. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it right there, that purplish thing. And let's just say text decoration to none. And then let's target dot FA, because the bars, they got changed again because I had another class on it. So I'm gonna say FA dash bars this time. I'm just gonna say color hashtag FF, and now it turns white. And then last but not least dot nav dash section. Let's say height to be 200 pixels. So now you can see this is the box that we just made, like this section. Because if we don't have this, it just looks really weird because they're all like they're all scrunched together. So let's add a height there, display flex this, and then flex direction. Because if I don't put anything, watch what happens. They're gonna go crazy. So we gotta do flex direction, column, and then justify content center. So voila, we got this right here. And what's funny is the actual YouTube site has like a little gap under the thing too. So in case of fun fact. And now let's go ahead and add the JavaScript, and then we'll be pretty much ready to finish this off. All right, so next thing, let's go to JavaScript. So app.js, and now we want to target is the before we do that, let's go back to our menu because we have left 100%. We have to uncomment that out so we can see the actual hamburger icon right there. So now I'm back on app.js, and the first thing we're gonna do is target the hamburger icon. So let's say const, and I'm just gonna call this name open menu, and I'm gonna say equal to documents dot query selector, and then parentheses. Within the quotes, I'm going to target the hashtag or the ID of show menu. So ID is hashtag show dash menu. Now, in case you have no idea what's going on, I'm targeting this right here, this ID, which is this icon right here. But it's wrapped with the A tag. But basically, it's since it's wrapped, you can pretty much target that. And whenever you click on it, it will click on the same thing. And then now let's target the other hamburger menu when you open it. So let's say const hide menu icon. So that equal to documents dot query selector parentheses and then quotes hashtag hide dash menu. Save this. Now again, this one, so this was the first one, show menu. Now here is the hide menu. So that's the ID there, and this is where we're targeting it. And now let's press enter, and then last one we're going to target is the side menu. So const side menu, say equal to documents dot query selector parentheses quotes hashtag nav dash menu. Now save that, and again this one is basically the entire thing pretty much. And then let's press enter here. All right, so first thing is we're gonna do open menu, targeting this icon right here that you see. We're gonna add an event listener, so add event listener and parentheses, and we're gonna do pass in, so quotes, we're gonna pass in click. So whenever we click on the icon, we want the function to essentially run, and that is going to target the side menu. So side menu dot class list. So we're targeting a class, and we're going to add the class called active, which, if you remember, in the style CSS we created this and did nothing at first, but basically right now nav menu is -100. Like it's literally like in here pretty much, like it's negatively inside of the side. So this is going to push it to back to 0. So if we click, you can see, boom, it pushed it back to 0. So now all I have to do is toggle or add the event listener to this icon right here, and it'll bring it right back to where it was hiding. So now I'm just gonna do hide menu icon, and if you are watching this and you want to try out and see if you know how to do it, then go ahead and try that, pause the video and see if you can figure it out. And if not, let me show you how I did this. So I'm gonna say hide menu icon dot add event listener, and this one's pretty simple too. So we're gonna add the click again right there, and then comma function, and then pretty much this is going to say side menu again, and then class list. Now what do you think we're gonna put here? If you guessed it right, we're gonna add remove now. So we're gonna remove the class parentheses and say remove the active class. So essentially when we click it, we add it, and then we remove it, which goes back to here. So now you can see, click it back again. So congrats, you finally created this right here. You got the hover options over here. So if you did enjoy this video, saw some value in it, and you want to follow me along my coding journey, then definitely go down below and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, and then if any feedback or any edits to the code to make it better, or you want to refactor it, then definitely go ahead and do that and let me know in the comments below. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video. Peace.